What's up, traders? Stan Gluzman here with 7 Points Capital, bringing to you today's trader takeaways. So let's take a look at the market. Um, we're currently in the bear market. I mean, we're putting on lower highs um, right here on the daily chart. We tried bouncing, rejected, chopped around for a couple of weeks, broke out on very low volume. We broke out, and now we're dipping right back into that range on pretty decent volume. And today we were trending really nicely. So everything across the board was dumping. Apple has some bearish sentiment, dumping, has been dumping for a while now, broke through this consolidation. We have Alphabet that reported, right? Google reported. Apparently, they beat earnings and then they dumped. Um, Netflix had amazing earnings, broke through the all-time highs, and now dipping right back down. So everything is really, really weak. So we are trading on the short side for the most part. So this morning I was watching a couple stocks, EVLV. This one popped in the morning, pre-market, and we were shorting pops. So shorted some pre-market and then covered into the wash, reshorted and covered into the wash. I wish I could show you the triangles on the chart, but I had to downgrade my system again because I started my system started crashing, and on the old version I don't have the triangles. So this was the first one, really good trade. Uh, Another one was ATOS. This one I really messed up because I had a perfect short. I shorted right here in the 80s, mid 80s. They popped. They had some news about the trial, first trial, and then it dumped, covered half, and then the rest. I was willing to take it overnight. I didn't want to cover because we didn't really have too many shares to short, so I didn't want to cover anything. I wanted to hold it overnight, and so I didn't even have a stop. I mean, I was in the money really nicely, and I didn't even think about getting stopped out on this. I was in the money so much, especially taking some profits along the way. But you always got to have a stop somewhere. And I took my eyes off of it, and I look at my P&L, and something is off. Something is going crazy over there. So I look, and it's just ripping, right? So it was like somewhere right here. So I put a stop above, and I just got stopped out, and that was pretty much the top tick, and then it faded. Um, so started off really nicely, and then something happened. Not sure what happened, but pretty much the takeaway here is have a stop. Have a stop above VWAP or above, previous highs or whatever it is, or maybe on the 5-minute candle, have a stop a previous candle or something. So, and next one was PIR. This one has been restricted, SSR restricted for like 4 days in a row. Has been really dumping every day. And in the morning we were trying to get short, and we realized it's really easy to sell. You could short anything you wanted at the mids, so flipped it to long, made some money, and gave back a little bit over here because it went fast. Like the bid just disappeared, liquidity just vanished, and it dropped really fast. So I was holding pretty decent size, and I gave back a big chunk. Still green on the name, but this really sucked. And the biggest one was FCX. This was the highest, second highest volume stock after Bank of America. But this one, FCX, dropped. Well, it's down 15% on the day, but it was down a little bit more than that. But when it triggered SSR somewhere around here, I started shorting every pop. Because every time it popped, there was a big offer that met the price. So right here, there was a big offer at 39. I think right here there was a big offer. Right here I sized in, and I started trading around the core. So I would cover into the wash and then reshort the pop and then cover into the wash. I got stopped out right here on this wick, but re-entered and then cover into the wash, cover into the wash. So this one was very straightforward. When this level got rejected, get short, risking above that, and then boom, big drop. So if we can't go up, and there's so much volume coming into the stock, and if it can't go up, then there's only one way it's going to go, and it's not sideways because of all the volume, because all the people just bought. Like if you look at this candle, all these people just bought the breakout, and then they tried to buy it again, and it failed 2 times, right? So all these people have to sell for a loss, and the faster it goes down, the more they start selling. So got to take advantage of these emotional drops, right? So every pop was met with an offer until right here, until we made a new low and then V bottomed and reclaimed this level right here. So here I had my last short right here, took a loss on that, and then started buying dips. So started buying right here, sell into the rip, and so on and so forth. Had a long here, had a long here, had a long here. I was still scalping it on the short side with very small size, a couple thousand shares, but on the long side now I had big size, pretty much same size that I had on the short side while it was trending down. So when the SSR stocks reverse intraday, the dynamic becomes a little bit different. Every time the bid disappears, it seems as if somebody's buying it with hidden size, and then they wipe the offers. So it looks like a short, but it's not. So it looks like a short, but you have to recognize that it's not going down. And once the offers start to get wiped, you have to buy the offer, and then it's got some fall through. So everybody who shorted the mids or the bid or whatever, everybody who shorted is now emotionally covering, and that's what happens when the momentum shifts on one of these SSR stocks. It's very easy to get caught in the same idea that shorting pops works, but here it doesn't really work anymore. So you have to change, and probably half of my day I made in buying dips right here in the last hour or so. So tomorrow's going to be SSR again. Hopefully it's going to have some volume, it's going to have some follow through, because today it was all there. So that was a gift for us for the end of the month. So thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions, you can tweet at me at JoCanaTrader. I answer questions or just say hello. Appreciate that. Don't forget to like, video, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.